So this video to my fellow writers is about how I did research for an adaptation for a novel, a screenplay adaptation for a novel, just for fun, no business interest in it, just for as a hobby. And I selected my favorite novel, Independent People by Halldór Laxness. Laxness is a Nobel Prize winning novelist from Iceland. He's now deceased. And so I decided to write a screenplay adaptation for my favorite novel. Independent People takes place in early 19th century Iceland, and it features Bjartur, who is a shepherd who for 18 years has worked in order to save enough money to make a down payment on a farm which he buys. And the novel is about his quest for independence and how he brings pain upon himself and those he loves the most. It's a very beautiful, touching novel, so I really enjoyed the process of adapting it into a screenplay, mainly because it's almost 500 pages and the screenplay needed to be 120 pages, so it was a challenge selecting the material and adapting it. In making the research, some of the things that I did was, for example, I tried to learn about farm life in the 19th century in Iceland, and for that I contacted the Farmers Association in Iceland, and they were very kind. They provided me with material, but they also pointed me to a gentleman called Olafur Björgvinsson. I hope I pronounced his name right, but Mr. Olafur was so kind. He provided me with a lot of information and material related to farmers' life and how many people would live in a farm and how many sheep they would have and housing arrangements and the like. So that was wonderful. Another example of the research was towards the end of the book, Laxness mentions that an automobile drives near the house of the farm where Bjartur lives, just to show how progress is arriving, but he doesn't mention a specific make or model. So I did some research to find out what types of cars were being imported into Iceland at that time, and so I added that into the screenplay, which I think it was a nice detail. And another example is, even though it's not in the book, I did research into leadership, which is a type of sheep that is native to Iceland, and basically these are sheep that understand how to guide other sheep back home or to graze. And it's very interesting to see videos of the leadership. You see the leadership walking in front and all of the other sheep following that leadership. Normally they look a little different. You imagine sheep in Iceland as small, a little fat, white. And leadership, the ones that I saw, they look a little different. They're a little slimmer and taller and sometimes have darker fur. So I added that into the screenplay, and I thought it was a nice touch to add. But anyway, doing research for any writing process, whether it's a novel or a screenplay, as in this case, it's a very rewarding process, and I hope this was helpful, and greetings from Costa Rica.